Hey, good day, guys. Hopefully, you guys having a great day, great week. Happy Monday. Uh, and hopefully, you guys are profitable this week. If you guys are liking the video of my vlog, please like and subscribe. Keeps me motivated to make more, to share my trading journey with you guys, and hopefully, you guys learn a lot. So let's review the overall markets first. Let's look at the spiders, SPY. Now, with spiders today there was a bit of a gap down, right? I mean, there was a gap up the other day, and today we gap down right back into the zone. So some people will say, you know what, it's a bearish signal and so on. I think really the structure of the market is still positive, right? I mean, this 20-day moving average, which is the shorter term trend, is still holding on. And if you look on the, I'll show you on the weekly chart. Let's see. On the weekly chart, you're doing nothing but just a consolidation over here, right? Over this 223, 220, 250 level. And if you look on the monthly chart, it's even better. So the higher time frame we go into, it looks like things are actually getting settling down now, and things are getting easier to trade, right? I mean, look at this. It's been 3 day up, and we're closing on January tomorrow. So hopefully we'll get a bit more sideways consolidation from here on over this 220 level. We are still good. I mean, markets have been up for a while, and some kind of a sideways consolidation is going to happen. It's only a matter of time. So let's go through the trades which I did. Um, so one trade I traded today was AAL, American Airlines. Let me see. Zoom this up. So I made about $102 on this name. There you go, $102. Um, just bring this back down. See how is this gonna work? So my entry was about 44.99. I took my profits out at 453, 61.72. So I kind of 100 shares bailed out. Now let's look at the chart, right? See what's going on. Now Trump had some. There was some news on the U.S. side where Trump has actually banned certain countries to come into U.S. Right now, whether there's a good thing or bad thing, I don't really know. What I really know is there is going to be some movement somewhere, and that movement happened in American Airlines. Now, because there's not going to be a lot of traveling with a lot of people getting banned, uh, airlines are the ones which are going to get hit, and that's the only reason I can see the reason why the American Airlines actually went from 50 to 46 on Friday, and today actually gapped down again. So I saw an opportunity for me to actually trade this name, right? So if you look at the structure of the stock, um, overall, this stock has been trending up for a while, right? I mean, it went from 34 to, let's see, to about $50. So about, I was about 50% up since when? October. Now, everybody who's been sitting here and buying these on the dip, right? All these people who kept on buying on these dips, um, they are now caught short over here. I mean, pretty much are caught having their pants down, right? Look on the weekly chart, you'll see what's going on the weekly. So trend is a trend till it actually turns. So all the dip buyers all the way from July of last year, who kept on buying the dips, um, they thought that this is going to be another dip to buy, and now we are capping down lower. So I found an opportunity to actually go in and trade trade on this name, right? So the level I was looking on the daily chart was 45.50. So let's look at what's going on the $45.50 level, right? Here is the level that is here. So this is a 5-minute chart. Now 45.50 level is the level I was looking at. Key few things. If I have a good bias towards a stock, I will be looking at the 5-minute, 1-minute, 15-minute, whatever is I want to see a particular pattern to actually get in. If I don't see a pattern on 5, which you don't really see a pattern on 5, what I did was actually went into a lower time frame, which is on a 1 minute chart. So I'll show you what exactly happened on the 1 minute chart. So here's the 1 minute chart, right? So if you look at this name, see if you can bring this up over here. So here's a $45 level, and here's a $45-$50 level, right? Um, Okay, so here's the $45, $45-$50 level, which is on the daily chart as a good level, and then I look at the $45 level. Now the stop gap down had a big pop up and moved through the $45-$50 level, right? It moved through the level and actually came back. Now my thought process really was there's really two things can happen. It can form a lower high over here over the $40-$50 level and actually start ripping back up, or if it's gonna break through the lows of the day. The low zone was over here about 45.20, I think, what it was, and if it goes through the low of the day and it consolidates down here, Jessa is gonna have a bigger dip. That's exactly what I did, right? So I waited for the stock to gap to go down, pop back up. Now at this point, you don't really know whether the stock is gonna go up or whether the stock is gonna go down, right? You can if you go and take a short position right here at $50 level, um, you do have a level to trade against, but then you don't really know whether it's gonna go up or go down, right? But once it breaks through the low of the day, which is the low on this is about 45.20, whatever it is, once it breaks through the low of the day, and now when it starts consolidating sideways, this is when you know what? Now this stock has actually gapped down, came back up, now broke the list of the day, and now it's consolidating, and that's when you know what? This stock can actually start going. So I took a position over here, somewhere around 44.99 level, right? Where is that? 44. So about $45 level. So my stop was right over on top over here. So this stop maybe about I was about 10 cent stop, so not really too big. So $300, 300 shares, 10 cent stop is $30. So that was the kind of risk that I was willing to take on this name. So it did have a bit of a scare when this stock actually popped back up, went up to as 4508. But then knowing the bias of uh, the stock would actually roll over. And this just when it started going down here is when I started taking profits. Now I missed this big candle over here, which is as low as 44.30, right? So this big candle actually wasn't able to capture this big candle. I think I was able to capture almost how this was what? This is a 956 candle. Um, so I got about 44.54. So overall, the thought process in the trade was super good, understanding the longer term bias and narrowing it down to if 5 minutes doesn't have an opportunity, you will have to break down to the lower time frame and take a look at if there's anything that you can do on the lower time frame to actually trade it, right? So lower the time frame, the lower the amount of risk, but of course you will see a bit more whipsaws. The higher the time frame, the more the risk, and less of the whipsaws. So that was a trade on AAL. Other name which actually came up on my scanner was TPX. This is a mattress company. So it has some disaster news on it. I think it lost some contracts or it canceled some contracts. Something happened with mattress. Now this stock actually gapped. I mean, last time when it gapped down, it actually ran through. This time it's gapped down again. So this stock is kind of terrible, right? So thought process is this stock is terrible. Now how am I going to trade it? This stock was down about 29%, which means that whenever the stock is going to, you cannot hit the bid for it to go down. You will have to buy when it rips, which becomes a bit dicey. And the other main thing was the stock short on the float was short float was 25%, which means a lot of shorts on this name uh, makes things a lot harder. So the higher the short float you see, the more harder it is going to be to actually short it. However, if you actually let the stock to settle down, right? This would have given you a better opportunity. So after my trade on AEL, I didn't really trade anything else. But if you were sitting around looking around for opportunities, this AEL gave a perfect opportunity for this $45 level, right? So once it broke through this level, it actually went down all the way to 42.80, 43. So have had a nice $2 drop on there. So that's that on TPX. Um, Another name that just come on was also Kayla, Cala. Um, so first we always look at the daily chart, take a look at what's going on the daily. Let's see. So this stock is a short, it's a pretty thin float on it, about 20 million shares, so pretty low float. Now this stock has been on the upside, right? So which means that nobody's really shocked with this pop up. I think it makes it a bit harder now because there's also a 5-cent rule going on in this small cap name, so it makes things a bit more harder to trade. If you look at the 5-minute chart, let's see. So 5-minute chart, really the only trade on this name would have been through the breaks of the highs at 662 and for it to pop up to 723. So that was a 60-cent pop. I didn't really play this name because I was getting involved with other names, AL and watching TPX. If I had this more opportunity, then I would have probably traded this name and tried to make 60 cents or maybe 30-40 cents out of it, right? So that's it for the day, guys. I've been off trading last Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So it was a short week, so it was off of 25th, 26th, 27th. Took some time off, went from Toronto to Windsor, had a nice drive. We'll try to post some videos on that. And now back to my regular commitment, my daily commitments in life. And as you guys know, I trade part time. So trading is something which I love to do. And if you guys like the video, please give a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It keeps me motivated. And feel free to leave any comments if you have any questions on trading. Feel free to leave some comments on it. Once again, please like and subscribe. Have a good one.